So this is day 2 of the phonics lesson. So again, we're going to go through the tricky word list and then go through the sounds just like we did yesterday. Okay, so day 2, let's go. So Right, so I hope you were able to go through that by yourself and with your parents helping you. Okay, I'm not saying anything because I want you to say it. Okay, because you know the words. Right, so then again we're going through the phrase 3 sounds. So I'll say these ones. So A, E, I, O, sh, ch, f, oo, or o, ah, o, ow, oi. Okay, so if there's any sounds you're not sure of, some of the information that I've provided on the home learning PowerPoints should direct you to the Read Write Inc. Session so that you can see pure sounds being taught. Finding that I can go through this again. So A, E, I, O, sh, ch, f, oo, o, ah, o, ow, oi. Okay, so this is the phase 2 sounds. I'll go through this again because I think it's nice for me to refresh your knowledge of it. So I, d, s, a, t, qu, p, I, g, o, k, k, x, y, z, k, e, a, r, b, w, f, s, j, v. Right, so today we're focusing on the ow sound, okay? So ow, brown cow. Okay, let me just get my pen to underline the digraph in the word. So ow, 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 ow. So you can underline the digraph in the word, or your child can underline the digraph in the word so that they can see it. So digraph again, 2 letters, 1 sound. Okay, so let's put it into our words. So ow, ow, now. Ow, own, down. Ow, ow, owl. Ow, ow, cow. Ow, ow, how. Ow, town. With the single sounds, you could just dot so that it's easier for your child to recognize which is the, sorry, should be a dash dot there, so that your child can recognize the single sounds without having to make the common mistake of doing each individual sound by itself and then getting confused as to what the word is. So what you don't want, if you dot and dash is easier rather than leaving it blank, your child will do the ultimate thing of doing and then and then and then the word is confused. So always make sure if there's a digraph that you want your child to focus on, then make sure you dash it. Okay, let's move on to our sentence. Just like yesterday's lesson, make sure that they can recognize the tricky words in there. On this one here, as before, the diagrams have been outlined for you so that you are aware where they are. Okay, so encourage your child to say the digraph before they say the actual word. So this, if you want your child to use their sound, is this. So ow is not feel in. So feeling sad. And down, down. I park my car in the town. How do I feed feed a cow, cow. So once you've done that, again, with here, you might want to choose 1 or 2 words that you want your child to practice. So again, with the spelling fingers, we're focusing on the ow sound. You might want to write it on here so that they've got it in front of them so they know what sound they're focusing on. So the word cow, get up to put it on the spelling fingers, k-ow, cow. So the first sound is k. You want to dash it, you can dot it, and then ow. For some children, it make it easier if you just write it somewhere or they write it, because then they can refer to it. And then you've got cow, so then you can write another word, how. So again, ow. You only need 2 fingers because this one here is 2 letters, 1 sound. So, and then the ow sound. Okay, so do about 3 of those. Again, if you want your child to do it, good practice, if you know, to get your child to start writing sentences, and it's nice for them to use the sentence that they've read and it's linked to the sounds that they're focusing on. So you might choose, I park my car in the town, straightforward sentence. So I don't know, my don't know, in they know, the don't know. So the only words they need to use with a tricky finger, spelling fingers are park, car, town. So you get them to write it, the tricky word, and it's arc, so arc, and then they write that word. Car, k-ar, and they write it, and then town, t-own. You might choose to get them to practice writing these words for your 3 words that you were writing here, so then when it comes to the sentence, then it's easier for them to put it into their sentence. Whichever one works for you. You might want them to write all of it. Some of the children can. So if you know your child can, get them to write the whole thing. If they're still at the beginning of writing sentences, just choose 1. You might even do half. Okay? Thank you. And that's the end of day 2's lesson.